All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing a beer from the Boulevard Brewing Company, and they're out of Kansas City, Missouri, and this is their Jam Ban. So they are calling this a berry ale that they're brewing with blueberries, red raspberries, and cherries. Comes in at 5.9% alcohol by volume, 6 IBUs, and at the time of review, this beer is just under 6 months old. This is actually a bit past its best by date they have on the bottom of the can, but you know what? We'll live. We'll be all right. So this is the first beer from Boulevard that I'm reviewing on the channel. I really dig what they do, especially their barrel-aged offerings. Their Rye on Rye, one of my favorite beers from them. And some of their regular offerings, like their sixth glass Belgian-style quad. Fantastic beer. And definitely going to review more from them in the future because A, we get distribution from Boulevard in the Western New York area. We've been getting them for about a year now, maybe a year and a half. And also I have some barrel-aged beers of theirs in my cellar. But I thought I would do this one because I saw a fellow beer tuber and good friend of mine, Rod, over at Rod J Beer Ventures. He reviewed this recently and he was digging it, and he doesn't really care too much for fruit beers. So I thought, hey, if he likes it, I probably will like it because I like fruited sours, but when it comes to fruit beers in general, it all depends on if the fruit's real and how sweet it is and whatnot, but I feel like I'm going to enjoy this one. But anyway, let's crack into it, see what we got going on here. Well, at least the color's proper. A lot of times you'll get, fruit beers that say, oh, we're using, real raspberries or whatever, and then, you find out that not really. They're just using like an essence or, an extract or something. So yeah, that plays out as a, or so I should say that plays the role of a fruit beer of some kind. Definitely has this like deep purple, almost, yeah, that's a mahogany color to it. About a finger, half a finger of a light pink head. I don't know how that will come off on camera, but definitely light pink head. Yeah, looks damn solid. For something that has blueberries, raspberries, and cherries in it, yeah, it looks proper. Anyway, let's get a nose. Oh, so the name of it is Jam Ban, and it has a very jammy aroma to it. But yeah, those red raspberries are coming to the forefront. So in my adult life, I have come to really enjoy like raspberry jam more so than any other jams, and specifically red raspberries. It's an awesome jam. It's not like I eat jam a lot, but when I do, if I have toast or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, that's my preference, and I'm getting a lot of that in here. Almost seedy in the nose. Yeah, pretty much red raspberries, slight cherry hints, not really picking up on the blueberries. It does smell sweet though. It doesn't smell, honestly, there's not much going on other than the fruit character. And those red raspberries are screaming off the top, a little bit of that tart cherry. And that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. Cheers. Okay, first off, I could kill this can in about 10 seconds. I probably should chug it. I won't. I can't chug well. But for what they're calling this beer, I don't know. Like personally, I don't know what else you would expect from this beer when you read what's on the label, what they're going for. I mean, right off the get-go, it is a bit thin at 5.9%. This is drinking kind of like higher side of light body, lower side of medium body, whatever. I can live with it. The mouthfeel does have some nice carbonation there. It has a slight soft component to it, but the mouthfeel and the body isn't really what this beer is all about for me. What it's all about is that fruit character, and it has it. Now, in the taste, I'm getting more of, if you've ever had a tart cherry juice before, this kind of has similarities to that in the taste. It's actually more cherry forward in the taste than the red raspberries I was getting in the nose. Those are in the taste as well. They're just not as prominent as it was in the nose. I couldn't tell you there's blueberries in here at all. Blueberries for me have a very specific character and taste to them. And I don't know about anyone out there if they agree with me, but I feel blueberry fruit beers are one of the hardest styles to pull off. I just think you need so many blueberries. I don't know how many pounds you would have to use for like a single batch of beer, especially as if you're a home brewer out there. I'd love to know if you've ever brewed a blueberry beer, like how many blueberries do you need, like poundage wise, because I feel like you need a lot. Blueberries, want to eat them when they're fresh, mean, they're good, but they just don't have an intensity to them like a raspberry does, or a strawberry. Well, strawberries are kind of light too. Or I guess I would say cherries. Like cherries are very, very bold. But anyway, mostly red raspberries and tart cherries in this. Really no blueberries. It is sweet. It doesn't finish like super sweet, like a big 10% beer that you would just think is, you drink this can and you're just like, whoa, I'm done, right? Or you would get the diabetes. Not like that. But it has a jamminess to it. It has a sweetness to it. It finishes semi-dry. A little bit of balance there to help it out. But yeah, I could crush this beer, no problems. This is a beer that I would love in the summer, which is when they probably released it based on the canned on date. Yeah, this is like June, July when they release this, or maybe it's earlier spring. It's good. I can't sit here and tell you it's not. And as far as personal rating goes, this is going to sound high for a lot of you guys out there. But I'm going to give Boulevard Brewing Company's Jam Band, I'm going to give it a 4.25 out of 5. Like, I can't really sit here and say that it's a bad beer in the least. I can't sit here and say that you're not getting what they say on the label aside from the blueberries. And what's here is pretty fucking delicious. It's not going to be for everybody. You're going to have to enjoy and thoroughly enjoy fruit beers. But as far as what they went for, I think they hit the nail on the head. As far as like what they say is on the label, I think this would be like a 4.75 out of 5 if you're doing it stylistically. But not everybody out there likes fruit beers. I just so happen to do. So yeah, I mean, 4.25 out of 5. That is Jam Band from Boulevard Brewing Company, and I'm done. So appreciate you guys stopping by for another review. To the next one, cheers.